Yeah, we're just going to be smart with them, and we did the same with Fred Russell and Sean Green, and anybody that's carrying the ball a lot is a unique challenge. It's not quite like being I don't want to minimize other positions, but it's a little bit different. So we'll be careful about what we're asking him to do, and then also what other people are allowed to do around him, like hitting them, that type of thing. So he doesn't have to prove his toughness to us, and we have great faith that he's going to do what he's supposed to do. So we try to be careful with him, and the big thing is for being have him effective on Saturdays.
Is Norm still on a Michigan State sort of track?
Yeah, but it could be a week after that, but I think that's realistic. It won't be this week, obviously, and we say Michigan State. I mean, that's out of the center right now where he's at, getting the rehab. So he's not home yet. So it's at least that.
How would you describe the Iowa-Wisconsin rivalry on and off the field?
From a recruiting standpoint, as you're alluding to, at least off the field, we're in the same region, so we frequent the same territories. We don't do real well in Wisconsin typically, and they probably don't do a lot down here. But if we go in other states, obviously we bump into each other, and on the field, I think it's been really a good series. A really good series, and I go back to my first couple of years here. It was really a tough competitive series, and then things dropped a little bit there in the late 80s, and then conversely, when I got here, it was the other way around. I got here in time for that victory party up there, the Ron Dane Day and Big Ten Championship Day, which was, as a fan, it was a great experience. It wasn't much fun to be, the head coach here, but but at least we've come back and made it competitive, and both teams have really, done a lot of good things. So it's a good series, I think.
Do you recruit the same kinds of players?
Yeah, I think there's some parallels because we're not the same as them totally, but I think we're on the same page philosophically in a lot of ways. For one thing, we'll play with tight ends and fullbacks, and it makes both of us a little bit unique. So that's one area. But yeah, I think when I look at their football team, I think there are a lot of parallels to what we do, and vice versa. And I had tremendous respect for Barry when I came here, and Brett's done a great job of carrying that on. And Barry and I probably both learned an awful lot from Coach Fry. And again, not that we're the same as, but I think some of the things that we believe are important. I think that's been reflected in their play, and then Brett comes out of that same family tree. So I think there's probably a common bond there with all of us.
Do you think that coaches, I don't know if bad rap's the right word, but when they move from when they go to a school in a conference that's opposite where they came from, like Bielema, I would suggest that maybe he's not the #1 favorite opposing coach of Iowa fans, but do you think that that's fair?
Yeah, I guess I'm not aware of that, but I don't know if it's fair or not fair, but I mean, I think it's I don't know why Brett wouldn't be there. I guess I'm just trying to logically look at it. I mean, his path left here to be a co-coordinator at K-State, and then had an opportunity to be the coordinator at Wisconsin. I don't know why I would have turned either of those opportunities down. And now, in hindsight, it looks like Barry sure knew what he was doing when he made the move a couple of years ago. And my guess is that I think obviously Barry saw some things in Brett that everybody's seen in the last 4 years. So. I don't know anybody be mad at Brett. I mean, it's not his fault that all these things happened. He's I think walked into a great situation, and more importantly, he's done a great job in a great situation, and that's he prepared for that, and then has done a great job.